Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be going over how to set up business policies on eBay. There's two ways you can get to this. If you're in your Seller Hub overview, the page should look something like this. You can always go right here and go into account settings, or you can scroll down to right here and go to site preferences. And then scroll right here and you will see business policies in this left menu. When you get to the business policies page, you will see all policies, payment, return, and shipping policies. When you click on payment alone, you will see that eBay managed payments and immediate payments. I've never done anything with this, so I don't know exactly what I'm talking about here. But I think all payments are managed payments by eBay. As far as I know, you can go to the return. So we have ours currently set up to where we have no returns here. If you want to have returns on your items, you can click right here, click return policy. You can name that policy returns or whatever you want to name it. And then you have the option down here, it'll say accept returns. You will mark that. You can do it within 14, 30, or 60 days. I recommend doing it within 14 days. That usually gives the buyer plenty of time to know what's up with the item, if they're going to keep it or not. I don't really allow returns because a lot of the stuff I sell is either new or stuff that I don't really want back and shouldn't be returned. Like collectibles, it's just going to somebody that wants to buy it to have it for their collection. And then you got a return shipping paid for. You can set that to buyer or free for the buyer and you pay. Refund method, money back or money back and replacements. International, I recommend just keeping this off because realistically, anytime an international buyer tries to return something, it automatically gets handled by eBay. So I'm going to cancel that because I don't want to have this policy. I was just showing you guys kind of the options there. Then you got shipping. This is the main one that I think people should really look into doing. A lot of sites require it, like Car Dealer Pro and List Easier. So if you're a reseller and you list a lot of things, I definitely recommend this right here. So as you can see right here, I'm a card seller on this page anyhow. So I don't really have a ton of stuff set up. I have standard envelope at 99 cents, and then I have Ground Advantage at 5.25. And then I have these items are going to be items that I know I want to ship with insurance, so I put $10 shipping on them. And this item is some really expensive items that I know the insurance is going to cost a little bit more, so I put $15 shipping on them. So whenever you do these, you just hit create a policy, click shipping right there. And you have to do it on a desktop. You can't do it in the app. So what you can do, just type in sports cards. And you could do this, you could do it with calculated shipping too. You don't really need a description right there. It gives you the options, shipping method, small to medium. Well, all cards are going to be usually 4 ounces or less. That just kind of depends on the price because, under 20 you can ship for 74 cents. Above 20 will cost you about $5.20 to ship. You got freight, which I don't know many people that use that. And then you got no shipping, local pickup only. So that's if you want locals to come pick up your stuff. You could, right here, domestic shipping, you add the primary service. So this gives you all the options for the shipping. I typically recommend either Ground Advantage or standard envelope. So you can put in, Ground Advantage right there. You could do $5.25 because that's about what it costs nowadays. Or, you can click right here and offer free shipping. Right here, if you have a combined shipping rule set up, like 50 cents extra a cart or whatever, then you can click right there and set up your combined shipping rule, and all your listings that have this combined shipping rule set to them should automatically combine whenever the buyer goes to check out for those items. So like, for me, I just add 50 cents a card. I think that's a pretty fair deal. If the total reaches a certain amount or a certain amount of thickness, then you got to ship it ground advantage anyways. And then handling time, you can set it for same business day, 1 business day. You can set it all the way to 30 business days, but if you're not shipping your items before 30 business days, chances are you're probably going to have a shitload of bad feedback. So I recommend you just shipping those items well before then. Typically, I recommend that 2 to 3 day mark. A lot of times our stuff goes out the very next day. Um, I will say this here, whenever I used to list, I did a lot of self-similars, and I had, before I had business policies, I just had all sorts of shipping types like ground advantage, FedEx, priority. So I had to go through my whole page and narrow them down to just the shipping policies that I want to use for this page right here. I only sell on eBay, so I don't have to worry about any other policies. And whenever I'm clicking in my listings, for shipping, I just click shipping price, and then it gives me the option. Now on my other page where I sell a lot of thrifted items, I will say you can do this. You can create the policy, and you can have like $5.95, $6.95, $7.95, whatever you want to do, all the way up to how many ever policies you really want. That way, if you're selling like a video game, you could have it in the $5.95 shipping class. Small clothes, whatever, small items that are 4 ounces or less can be in that $5.95 shipping range. 8 ounce items, they can be between $5.80 and $6 or $6.95 to ship, so you can have that in your $6.95 range. And then the bigger the item, the more the shipping costs, obviously, and also the weight does play a factor in that. But you need to keep in mind the cost of the item to begin with. If you're adding free shipping, you could add the cost of shipping or what you project it to be into the price of the item. But I would rather just have a lower value item with a shipping cost. I don't weigh any of my items, so calculated shipping is kind of out of the picture for that. If you are a person that weighs your items prior to getting them ready, then you could just create a shipping policy right here. You could say, 8 ounce item, and then you could come down here, and then you could click calculated, and then you could click ground advantage, right, like that. And then it would automatically figure into where the buyer lives, because if you, like us, we live in South Dakota, so if I send something to the West Coast or the bottom of Florida or something like that, it costs a lot more than shipping something to like Missouri or Ohio or anywhere like that. Just something to be aware of. And I think that's about it. Also, I wanted to mention you can combine these together. So when you're on this page right here, you can click. Now, I'm not going to do this because I'm already basically set up to how I want to be, but I'm just going to show you an example of how you do this. So when you're in the shipping, you can just click like this right here, and then you can reassign your listings. So you can reassign this listing, and you can go to any of your other shipping policies and add that to it. If you learned something, great. If not, I appreciate you taking your time to watch. Sorry I couldn't teach you anything. Hopefully this will help some people, and I definitely recommend doing this. It's very easy to do. Thanks for watching. Bye.